Darius,
So,
you were at Conference USA Media Day as well, so I'll ask you the same thing. What you got to know about your upcoming opponent, Louisiana Tech, while you were there, either from the coaching staff you saw from Louisiana Tech or the players?
well, just like Kevin said, I really didn't get a chance just to talk to Jeff Driscoll like that. I mean, I know he's from Haggerty High School back home in Central Florida, so and he played at Florida. But other than that, I really don't know too much about him. Other than he's a good player, he's a good athlete. He's very accurate at throwing the ball. And they have a good team.
A couple highly touted linemen you faced last week. You got another couple coming in this week in Vontaria Dora and Vernon Butler. These guys don't, at least statistically, don't look like quite the pass rushers. However, they look to be very disruptive. I know Butler has like 12 and a half tackles for a loss already, or maybe that was last year, but very disruptive players. So how does this change from going from a pass rusher to just more of a disruptive guy who can snuff out the run?
Well, I watched film on Butler. Like yesterday, he's a good player. He's big and physical, just like the rest of their D line is big and physical. But at the end of the day, I feel like it doesn't matter about what they're capable of doing. I believe firmly that it's about what what are we gonna do? That's all.
Go back to that MT football quote. You said you got back to playing MT football after this game. It's been an up and down season as far as playing MT football when it comes to running the ball. What do you guys do as an offensive line, as a group that wants to run the ball? What do you do game in and game out to make sure that remains consistent?
Well, Coach Wade does a good job of pushing us harder to get us better. We just practice hard, and I feel like it's not just us as offensive line, but it's just as offense in general. We after that WKU loss, it was like a switch turned on. We just grinding, trying to push each other to be the best.
How hungry is this team? Are you guys starving?
Real hungry. We starving. Real starving.
Coach was saying that the mindset or the attitude, the psyche of this team has always been good all season, even when there have been those losses. But how important was it to get a win, to snap the losing streak, to have a real feel-good moment on a Saturday? I have to imagine that was a pretty big deal.
I feel like it was a big deal, to prove to ourselves that yes, we can do it. But the thing is that we have to keep on doing it, and we will keep on doing it. We have to continue to have that chip on our shoulders and be a tough, hard-nosed team like Coach Stock tells us.
Yeah, you just mentioned you were really hungry. Do you feel like it's out of the question for MT to win out the rest of the season, and what's it going to take to get there?
I believe that anything is possible if you put your mind to it and you believe. And I believe in this team, and I believe in every single last player on this team. And I feel like we can win out. I feel like we will win out. We just have to continue with the mission.
Your last season, and you came back after injury a few weeks ago. Does that add to that fuel to that fire to get back to the winning ways? I mean, you don't need enough as it is, trying to get back in the win column. You just got back this weekend, but does being a senior, just coming back from that injury, add fuel to that fire to, win out the rest of the season?
Yeah, it does, because I want us as a team, to be successful. And I feel like that the route, us winning, is just another stepping stone to being successful.